yes, start streaming. Your event is starting. Yay! Hello everyone! So excited to be with you here today. Welcome, and let me know wherever you are in the world. I'm going to start with a song. Hello everybody! Let me quickly sort that out and have a sip of tea. So I'm going to have a look at your comments and see where you are in the world. Okay, so I see James is here and he's saying hi to everyone. Celia's here! Hi Celia! Hi James! And Amelie is here! Yay! And she says she's working on something special for me. Thank you so much. We may have some kind of collaboration feature harp help video coming up, so watch out for that if you're a harpist. And Kent is here. Hi Kent. And 235 Penguins has a cup of tea ready and looking forward to a relaxing concert. Let me take my sip. Schnozma is here. Yay! Welcome. She won the competition last month, so it's good to have you back. And Cindy's here. She has tea and a little dog on her lap. That sounds like just the way to spend a live concert. And Celia says it's 12 p.m. in Norway. same time as us at the moment. That's awesome. 6 a.m. in the USA. Cindy, I can never fathom how you are such an amazing morning person. Cindy has Skype lessons with me, Harp lessons over Skype, and she has it at 6:30 in the morning every time, and I just think that's amazing because I'm always sleeping at 6:30 in the morning. Let's see, who else is here? Brooke is here, and he says, good morning from Louisiana. It's 5 a.m. Oh my goodness, another morning person. I know Brooke is often waking up early for this, so welcome, Brooke. And another Cape Townian is 235 Penguins. Ian is in Australia at 7 p.m. Lynn is in also Australia, but Queensland. And Andreas is coming in from Germany, so we're all over the world. This is so cool. And James says, I'm getting blank air right now. Is it just me? Do you mean that you can't see me? That's not good. Well, see if anyone else is experiencing the same thing. Can you all see and hear me? I'd love to hear about that. By the way, are we on the talking version? Awesome. And we're in Rome, Italy as well. And Gabby, my cousin, is helping me with all the turning the buttons and checking the comments and everything. And she's just told me that Celia and Frida just donated. Yay, thank you so much. That's awesome. So that's for if you want to contribute to a ticket price. But let's get back to the music. And if you have any questions or comments, then definitely put it down below and in the chat, and I will answer after the next song. The next one is Loch Lomond. We're going to Scotland. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny breast, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love were ever one to keep, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you'll take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland a full year, but me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted by yon shady glen, on the steep, steep sides of Ben Lomond, where in purple hue the Highland hills we view, and the moon coming out in its gloaming. Oh, you'll take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland a full year, but me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. The wee birdies sing, and the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine the waters are sleeping, but the broken-hearted kens their second spring again, though the woeful may cease So, how's everyone doing? I'm going to take another little sip, and Gabby's just told me, who was it? Ian Parker and Brooke. Okay, wow. Both of them have contributed towards a ticket. That's so awesome. I'm saying contributed towards a ticket now because I think it sounds better than saying donating. But thank you so much, Brooke and Ian. That's so awesome. I like to think of these as a real life concert. It just so happens to be over the internet, and you don't have to leave your home. So if you would have been happy to pay for a ticket, then there's a link down below, and it really does help to keep these coming every month. So thank you so much, Brooke and Ian and Celia and Frida. I'm really very thankful. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the time of day that we've been doing these online concerts. I don't know if some of you are maybe here for the first time, but others of you have maybe come a few times before, and I really wanted to hear from you. Is this a convenient time? So what I've tried to do is I do 2 concerts on the same day for these online concerts, one at 12 o'clock in South Africa, midday, and one at 8 p.m. So I try and get all the different time zones. But I've noticed that many of you are waking up super early in the morning for this 12 o'clock one. And I wondered whether it would be better for you if I made the concerts a little bit later, to maybe have the 8 p.m. one, which is just about 7.5 hours from now. And then one later than that. I don't mind waking up in the middle of the night to do a concert for you guys if it's more convenient for you. So let me know what time zone you're in, or what country you're in, and what time of day would work for you on a Saturday. Would it more be morning, midday, or evening? Because I really want these to serve you guys. It's not about it being convenient for me. So I'm actually going to send out a little survey to my email list about that, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from them. But I'd love to hear from you in the comments as well, so that I can make these the perfect time for you. So now we're going to do one of my original tunes, and then after that I'll check in with the comments. This is Hope Isn't Far Away, and for me this is a song about let me just turn this camera slightly. There we go, that's better. It's a song about how there's so many rough things happening around us in the world every day. We have personal tragedy, we have just society, all the challenges that are out there for people that we see on a daily basis. In South Africa, we see a lot of people who are really poverty stricken, but in any country, there's people hurting all around us, and often there's no easy answers to these things, and sometimes we don't feel like there's much we can do to make a difference. But I'm convinced that there's still hope, and so that's why I wrote Hope Isn't Far Away. that was Hope Isn't Far Away. Let me check in a little bit with the comments. So I see, okay, James says problem solved, that's good. Nolene says hi from just up the road and around the corner. Hi Nolene, so good to have you with us. And Frida, Celia's mom, says hi to Christy-Lyn and everybody. And she says, I have a voice of an angel. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I've never heard angels singing, but I appreciate the comparison. Thank you. And Donatella's here too. That's awesome. And I've got some clapping hands from Lynn. Thank you. I'm imagining the clapping in my head. Oh, thanks, Gabby. She's clapping for me. And I see Miss Frida H says, you're most welcome, Christy-Lyn. Okay. Awesome. And Janet says, beautiful music, listening from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, USA, waiting for the solar eclipse on Monday. Wow. Okay, cool. Well, welcome, and I'm glad you're here. And the Crash Thrashed joined in. Finally, I didn't miss a live concert. Let me work to this great music and awesome accent. Well, that's a bonus if you like my accent. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. And Abby's here! Yay! I was hanging out with Abby in real life yesterday, Abby Sola, and I'm so glad you're watching. Welcome. And Celia's crying from the song I think it was from Hope Isn't Far Away. Thank you so much. I'm glad it was touching you. And Corbus is here too. That's great. And Jen. Okay, let me get back to the music. And I see there's another ticket contribution from Lynn Ellerton. Thank you so much, Lynn. That's amazing. So cool. That really keeps these concerts coming. And if any of the rest of you would have been happy to pay for a ticket if this was a real life concert, then maybe you'll consider, there's a link down below where it says voluntary ticket contribution, or maybe it just says ticket contribution. But that's really helpful for these concerts. Thank you so much. Let's do True Colors. I'll tell you about the rest of the songs that I've got planned for today. True Colors, Fields of Gold, Sunshiny Day, my original tune, another one, and Songbird, and then I'm planning on ending off with The Parting Glass, but I better chat a little bit less if I want to get through all those songs. So let's do True Colors.
Discouraged, though I realize it's hard to take courage in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and the darkness inside you makes you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you, so don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like
So I thought I'd tell you a little bit more about why I choose some of these songs. True Colors, I really love the words of that song. I feel like there's so much negativity going on in the world today that if I can choose to spread a message of hope and positivity, then I think that's really something worthwhile. And sometimes for a message of hope to ring true, it needs to acknowledge that there is hurt in the world and that not everything is just positive. So that's why I often am drawn to sad songs as well, because I think the sad songs often hit us the deepest. But for me, overriding through all the songs that I choose is a message of hope and joy that I really hope reaches you guys and touches you, because otherwise, what's the use in music if it's just a few notes, right? So I also just wanted to mention about something that I put in my email earlier this week. If you're not on my email list, that's a place to be. We have a lovely community there, and I share some behind the scenes information and just my feelings around the music that I'm producing. And then also I let people there know about things before everyone else. And so what I told people about there is I shared a little bit more about my cat that died three weeks ago. His name was Marco, and it's very sad that he died because the last few months when he was really sick from cancer, I was really spending a lot of time with him and looking after him, and he was sleeping on my bed and all of that. And I know that many of you have experienced something like that. A pet can make a big difference in your life. And so I just put out a message about that because I think there's more of a story to it than just a cat dying. Not everyone likes cats. For some people it's significant, but for others not so much. But I think the message is that every person in the world plays a really important and unique role in the lives of people around them. And when they're gone, just like I noticed having an empty house without a cat in it, imagine if that's just a cat. As much as we love cats, imagine how important people are in our lives and how important you are to the lives of people around you as well. So don't underestimate the role that you play in people's lives, even when it feels like you might not be that significant. You really are very important. You're so much more important than a cat, and think of how much we miss cats when they're gone. So yes, let me have a little quick check-in with the comments. Have you ever had a chance to use a Music Maker Voyager harp? Is it that how you pronounce it? James is asking. We'll drop a coin at the next concert. Thanks, James. No, I haven't, but I'd love to try one. I know that you can get a kit and make a harp or put it together yourself, which is pretty cool. Oh, Celia's just reminding me that Miss Frida H is my mom. Cool. I knew your mom's name was Frida. I wasn't entirely sure that it was the same Frida. Cool. And Zara is watching from Iran. I should go out, but before I wanted to say you are fantastic, and she put all these little hearts. That's so cool. Thanks, Zara. I'm glad you could pop in, and maybe you can come a little bit later. In just about 7.5 hours, I'll be doing this again. Oh, and wow, Peter McKelvey has contributed towards a ticket. Thank you so much, Peter. That really does make these possible for me, because as a full-time musician, we have to be a little careful of what we spend our time on. And I love to perform for you guys all around the world here. But it's kind of important that I get a little bit of dollar cash in my pocket from it. So thank you very much, and that keeps them coming. Oh, and Jennifer Dawston as well. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Oh, wow. And if anyone else is feeling that way inclined, I would very much appreciate if you'd be willing to make any small contribution, whatever you would have been willing to pay for a ticket if this was a real concert. That is very much appreciated. And now I'm going to sing Fields of Gold.
Tell the signs days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. Oh, we'll walk in fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. Oh, we'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down, as you lie in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. Oh, we'll walk in fields of gold.
So I have something exciting to tell you guys about. I think some of you might have known about my album recording that I streamed on my Facebook page. Hi, Facebook. I'm streaming to Facebook at the same time at the moment. And I did a live album recording, which I am really excited about because I love the idea of capturing the intimacy of a live performance in my album rather than doing a studio recording, which has its own advantages, but it kind of becomes in some ways a little bit clinical, and I like that a live album just captures that magic that only happens in a live performance. So I recorded another album just a few weeks ago, and I was doing it in time for a tour that I'm doing to Johannesburg later on in September. And so I wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to be officially releasing and launching my album during a live online concert in October. So that will be the 14th of October. I'm very excited about it, and I hope most of you guys will be able to come and join me there. I'll be singing the songs that I'm going to be doing on my live album, and it will be available for download from that date onwards. So hopefully some of you can join and celebrate with me. I think we're going to have some kind of celebration because yeah, it's a big thing, and I'm very glad to share it with you guys. So let's have a look at the comments, see whether there's anything I should be answering. Donatella's enjoying my arrangement. Thank you so much. I wonder if that was of Fields of Gold. Yes. Thank you, Donatella. And Celia says pets are family. Yeah, true. And Derek is saying, I like your shawl thing. Thank you so much. This is actually one I got when I was in Scotland. I wanted to get something with some kind of tartan, but not to have it too bold, because with my skin tone, when I have things that are really bold, I feel like I get a bit washed out. So I really liked this one because it was a little subtle, and I love blue.
He says it's probably called something else.
Yeah, I don't really know. Shawl thing sounds right to me. And Donatella says, I love it. When will you do the arrangement sheet in your website? Good question. So I was actually meant to tell you guys, remind you, if you're a harpist, that True Colors, the sheet music, is available on my website. Fields of Gold is not yet up there, but I have a music video coming up soon for Fields of Gold, and when that video comes out in a few weeks time, then I'll be releasing the sheet music at the same time. So watch out for that on my YouTube channel, and the best way to hear about that is actually to be on my email list, and I'll let people know via email. So that's exciting. And Jen saying your voice is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're appreciating the music. So next one is Sunshiny Day, my little tune that I wrote for the harp. This one I wrote on Boxing Day last year, and it's just a cheerful tune about a summer day with a few shadows in the middle, but mostly sunshine. Little sip of tea. And Cindy's asking, will Hope Isn't Far Away be available in your store? Cindy's a sheet music addict, harp sheet music addict. She's, I mentioned earlier, she's one of my harp students over Skype, and she's always saying, I'm going to send you the next thing I want to work on, and she's always buying sheet music, which is really cool. I can identify with that. Yes, it will be, not quite yet, but when I put out the video of Hope Isn't Far Away on my YouTube channel, I'll be releasing the sheet music at the same time. So expect that in a few weeks' time. And Celia says, I'm so excited for your new album. Yay! Thank you for sharing my excitement. That's awesome. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on the time. I've still got 2 more songs I want to share with you guys. So that's going to be Songbird and then The Parting Glass. And I've got another exciting thing to announce about next month's online concert. James says, catchy and bouncy. And Derek said it has great pep. Cool, I'm glad you guys enjoying it. Songbird, that is in B flat major. This is another one that's available for sheet music for those harpists out there. And it's just a beautiful love song. So if you're considering having playing some love songs at a wedding, this is a good one.
For you, there'll be no crying. For you, the sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. To you, I would give the world. To you, I'd never grow cold, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you, like never before. And I wish you all the love in the world. But most of all, I wish it from myself. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you, like never before. Like never before. Like never before.
So I wanted to tell you about my next concert that's coming up in just about 7 hours and 10 minutes. I've got the set list already planned here, and maybe you'd like to hear about it. If you, hopefully you can come and watch it live later on today, and if not, you can watch it afterwards, although it's not quite the same, but it will be saved on YouTube afterwards. If you can come live, I think it's really worth it, because then we feel like we're really interacting in real life. So I'm going to sing Sally Gardens, Hallelujah, Time After Time, Can't Help Falling in Love, Scarborough Fair, The Nightingale, some of my favorites, and I know that some of you enjoy that too. So that's motivation to come and watch a little bit later. I just have one more song planned for right now. We might have a chance to do one extra. So if anyone has a request, apart from the ones I'm going to be doing later, I thought maybe you Take My Breath Away, or Wild Mountain Time, Caledonia, or May It Be, or maybe my little set of Celtic tunes called Josephine's Set. So if you have a request out of any of those, then let me know, because we might have time for one more after this next one. So I see Andreas Depp has just donated. Thank you so much, Andreas. That's amazing. Andreas is actually going to be in South Africa early next year, and he's going to watch me perform live. Isn't that so cool? He's going to be touring to Cape Town, and he's going to watch me in a real life concert. So it won't have to be only over the internet like this. It can be in real life too. But thank you so much for contributing, Andreas. That makes a huge difference. And just a little reminder, if any of you would be willing to pay for a ticket price for this concert, then whatever you would have been willing to contribute, you can click the link down below where it says voluntary ticket contribution or something like that. And any amount would be very much appreciated. Corbus is saying, by the way, 12 and 8 o'clock suits me fine. Okay, so these times are working well for Corbus. Just a reminder, if any of you would prefer a different time of day, let me know what time zone you're in and what time would suit you. Is it best for it to be morning, afternoon, or evening in your time zone to have these online concerts? Because I'd really like it to be convenient for you guys. And then I'm going to do a survey on my email list as well and see what times really suit people the best. And if that means I need to wake up in the middle of the night, then so be it. I would rather have it me waking up in the middle of the night than you. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, all the different ones are being requested. Connell Falling in Love, Caledonia, Wild Mountain Time, Pachelbel's Cannon, all the different requests. Okay, so keep on voting, and maybe if one of the songs gets requested by a few different people, then that one will win the vote. Otherwise, I'll just have to choose whichever one I feel like doing. I'll have to veto it. Okay, but first I'm going to do The Parting Glass.
Of all the money that e'er I've had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fail to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I've had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call.
I see Andreas is asking for Scarborough Fair for my last song, and he says there's also a Scarborough in Cape Town. That is very true, and it is a beautiful place, and I've performed there before. I love Scarborough. Hopefully I'll be performing there again before too long. Another vote for Caledonia. No, that's the same one. Another Caledonia vote. Yes, the Parting Glass. Someone's there. Caledonia. Also from Cindy. Second vote for Pachelbel's Cannon. Oh my goodness. 3:50 a.m. Oh my goodness, is that true, Derek? Is it 3:50 a.m. where you are? Whew, that is commitment. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But hopefully if we all vote on what time is convenient for us, it can be me getting up at 3:50 a.m. instead of you. But I very much appreciate it. That's so sweet. And another vote for Can't Help Falling in Love. Hannah's saying that was amazing. Thank you, Hannah. So I think there were most votes for, another one for Scarborough Fair. Now what am I supposed to do?
There's 3
For Caledonia. I think Caledonia was the most votes. Okay, so maybe it will be Caledonia. And I just wanted to say something more before I sing Caledonia for you, and that is about next month's online concert. I actually put out an email on Thursday to my email list and told them in advance that September's online concert would be the 9th of September. And since Thursday, I've already changed my mind. And the reason is because my sister Megan will not be available on the 9th of September. And I think it's very important that both my sisters, hopefully, will be at the next online concert because we're going to be celebrating my birthday. It's my birthday month in September. And I thought it would be so cool to have you guys celebrating with me. So we're going to have a special birthday celebration online concert. I'm going to have some cake. Unfortunately, I won't be able to share it with you through the camera, but maybe you can bring cake too. Gabby wants to come now. By the way, you should come and say hi in just a moment. So we're going to eat some cake. Maybe some of you guys will also be eating some cake, but you'll have to organize it yourselves. And it's just going to be a fun celebration. So at the moment, we're saying that's the 30th of September, but make sure you're on my email list so that we can confirm the date for you because things might change. I am going to the other side of the country to Johannesburg later in September or in the middle of September, so that's why we're a little bit unsure when the online concert should be, but we're very excited about that one and we'll make it specially fun for you guys. I might even have some kind of little giveaway for people who attend the concert live, so yeah, something exciting. Derek says, I wouldn't lie about something so serious, lol. The times are fine for me. Wow, that is the most intense morning person I've ever heard of, where you say that you're up at 3:50 a.m. but you don't mind. The times are fine. Wow, Derek, that's respect. I don't know if you're up early or if you stayed up late, because that's the kind of time of day where it could go either way. I think I would be more likely to be awake at 3:50 a.m. from staying up the night before, not from waking up in the morning. Anyway, Gabby's going to come and say hi. This is my cousin Gabby, who also actually plays the harp, and she's been doing a brilliant job of turning the dials, giving me some reverb when I'm singing. Come sit here for a moment. This is beautiful Gabby. Thank you so much for helping me. She actually lives just down the road, and we've done a few little duets together with the harp, and Gabby was part of making me realize that it was possible for me to learn to play the harp. So I'm forever grateful to Gabby for that, and now for helping me with the concert. Thank you. And say thanks to Gabby in the chat, because she's the one looking at those little messages you're sending. Cynthia Bunner just donated. Thank you so much, Cindy. She's one of my Skype students, and she's still donating to my online concert. Thank you so much. Wow, that really makes me feel very special. And last request, if anyone else would have been willing to pay a ticket price for this concert, there is a link down below where you can give a voluntary contribution of any amount. Very much appreciated. Once you put it into rands, if you're in another country and you're thinking $1 doesn't mean much, however much it is, 14 Rand or whatever, means a lot more than $1. So any amount is very much appreciated. Okay, so let's end it off with Caledonia. Oh, Gabby's just correcting people's spelling. I know when you have a complicated name, the spelling matters a lot, eh? Like with Christy-Lyn, it kind of just makes my heart happy when I can see people spelling my name right, because it happens so seldom. Oh, they're different spelling. There's so many different ways of spelling Gabby, hey? I've also seen people spell it Gabby. But the correct spelling is Gabi. So if you want to make friends with Gabby, spell her name right. Okay, so let's end off with Caledonia. Thank you so much for joining.
You got someone that just joined right now.
Oh, Vota's here. Oh, sorry, you missed most of it, but I am doing one extra song, so you're lucky that even though the time is officially ending now, you're still going to get a little bit. I don't know if you got the time wrong or what the problem was, but as soon as I'm finished, at some point, this is going to be available on my channel, so you can rewatch it as many times as you like, and if you joined late like Vota, you can watch the beginning of it. And then I'll see you again in 7 hours for the next one. This is Caledonia. It's a song about the love of the homeland. Caledonia means Scotland.
I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away, so I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I came from. That's the reason why I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Now I have moved and I've kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I have tried and I've kept on trying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I've traveled hard, sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest quiet, the flames that couldn't get any higher, they've withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow when the hands have shaken, the kisses flowed. Well, I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
last song for today. Gabby's just showing me that Donatella donated. Thank you so much. What a faithful supporter. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Donatella. She was one of the winners at last month's online concert where I had a giveaway. And I hope you've been enjoying your prize. So just clicking the button here on Facebook. Tiffany Baker's here. I'm just finishing. But thank you so much everyone for joining. And I'm just going to check that there aren't any more comments that I should have been seeing. Ian's thanking Gabby. Floran Atkinson is asking what I did in school. How did I learn to play the harp and to sing? Those are very good questions. I don't know if people want to stick around to hear me answer them. Kayla's here as well. Welcome Kayla. She's another one of my Skype students, and we're just about to start learning to sing and play the harp. I'm going to start by teaching her a very simple arrangement of Sally Gardens soon. So I'm glad you could pop by, Kayla. So let me tell a very simple answer to that question. And I will answer in more detail very soon. Oh, that's interesting. It says my live video has ended on Facebook. Okay, well, maybe I can only do an hour on Facebook. So, what was I going to say? Oh yes, a simple answer to the question now, and I'm going to do a YouTube video called something to do with my story with the harp, and I'm going to explain in a little bit more detail about how I came to the harp and why it's significant for me and why I'm so passionate about spreading the message that there's hope to achieve your dreams. And that you're never too old to start playing the harp, because I started as an adult. So this very simple version is that I've always done a lot of music, and singing has been one of my main passions. And I studied occupational therapy, which I also really loved. And I, at one point, was doing occupational therapy part-time and doing music part-time because I couldn't choose. I loved them both too much. And I started learning to play the harp as an adult just about 4 years ago now, and things grew, and I didn't know I would be here, but now I'm doing music full time, which is so amazing and such a privilege to be spreading music around the world and making a career out of it. So thanks for that question, but I'll tell you more details in a YouTube video very soon. So if you have any more questions along those lines, then definitely send them to me via email or put a comment in this video, because I'm happy to answer your questions. So, Kayla says that she just came when the alarm went off for work. Kayla is a nurse, so I hope that you're not going to be late for work from watching my concert, but I'm glad you popped in for a little bit, and you said you'll watch the rest later, which is awesome. Okay, so I think I'm going to go. Floran's saying that she plays the piano, loves singing, and next year I'm going to do musical theatre in school. That's amazing. So cool. Well, if you ever want to learn to play the harp, I highly recommend it. Okay, so I'm going to be going now, and I'll see you again in just about 7 hours for the next online concert. And thank you so much to everyone who's joining, and especially those who voluntarily contributed towards a ticket. And if any of you are still feeling like you'd like to do that, there's a link down below. But otherwise, I'll see you again later on today, and then on probably the 30th of September. Make sure you're on my email list, so if anything changes, I'll let you know. Have a great day, everyone. Bye! Got to try and end this thing. Why? Okay.